Muzz Pro punters, stick around as Muzz and I deep dive into Winterbottom Stakes Day. Plenty of group races and value runners to be found. We've got a $6 best bet home weekend for you. Muzz hit a $31 roughie the week before. Now is the time to join to make the most of the 50% off deal. Use the code STAY50 in caps on our website. Don't forget our free comps. We've won five in a row for you followers. We're going for 6 tonight live at 7:26 p.m. So make sure to enter that competition and your chance to win some cash. Let's go, Muzzer. What's up in your part of the world?
Well, I've migrated for the weekend. I've come down to see Mum down in Victoria, the western suburbs. So I'm here sort of doing bits and pieces here. So it could get a bit funny and rowdy. As being of ethnic, we'll say ethnic, we won't say WOG, but being of ethnic background, those that are listening, anything could happen. So I'm going to apologise before anything could happen. And my mum might run around, wanting to feed everybody and all the rest of the stuff, mate. So it's all good.
Beautiful. Rightio. We'll kick it off with the with Caulfield, with the Blue Sapphire Stakes. Race 4, number 9, I've gone with Motorsports. Around $5 win, $2 a place. Showed really nice turn of foot to break its maiden last start at Pakenham on a soft track. Looks as though we'll have a soft track again here. Only has to overcome an average barrier, but hopefully can get a 3-wide line and fly down the outside late over the top. What's your thoughts on that race, Muzz?
We're talking race 4, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. Look, I've gone through this in sorry, mate, better turn that one down. I've gone in quite depth. Again, we've now finished the carnival, and you'll start seeing races getting a lot smaller. Horses that have won in countries coming in, so it's going to be a bit difficult. I sort of went with the top weight, Mark Zara, Hayes Stable, Chugui. Is that how they say it?
Churguy.
Churguy or whatever. The one, I think it's nice odds. Again, see, just won a maiden, big step up, but a lot of them are the same. I think the 2's got a bit of a chance there. Same on the Freedman's just won them. I've gone 1, 2, 5, and 6 in that. But again, a very open race, smallish field. I think, like we discussed, we just don't know which one's going to take the next step, sort of coming forward. But as I said before, Hayes is on fire at the moment. I kind of like that. It hasn't finished further than 4th, so I've stuck with it to win. 2 for 2nd, 5 and 6 for 4th.
And one, if someone wants a roughie, Chicago Blues at 15-1 was unlucky last start. Probably should have won. Has to overcome a crappy barrier in 10, but should be running on well late too. Might be one for the first 4s and that.
Yeah. And again, as I say, there's nothing wrong with a lot of them.
There's probably
the 7, nice barrier. It's that basically they've all just won their maidens, and now they're coming to city class. So this is where we're now going to struggle as we come in, because we don't know, what, where, who, how they're going. The others, yeah. So, but on exposed form. That's all we can go by.
Yep. Beautiful. Right, we'll go on to race 7, the Eclipse Stakes at Caulfield. I found this race a bit tough. I've gone with race 7, number 3, Detonated Jack, $4.40 win. Flew home last start place, rising to 1,800 metres, a query, and has only won up to 1,600 metres. Drawn okay and should be running on well. Handles soft going. If it can handle 1,800, it's a chance.
I got it for my second, and I've done top 4s just for the punters that like to do the same race multis. I'm going to stick with Zara. I think Zara's going to have a pretty good day on Saturday. I think he's got some really nice rides, and if he can continue his form into Saturday, I think he'll have an exceptionally good day. I've gone not far difference between you, but I've gone for that Poison Chalice, number
Yep.
5, only because it's had 2 starts over the 1,800 metres. It's run first and second. Zara on. I just think that's the ploy. 2 starts Caulfield, 3 starts Caulfield, twice in the money. So I've just gone with it. I've gone for yours for seconds. I've gone 5, 3, 1, and 7 in that race.
Beautiful. Right, we'll head on to the Zipping Classic. I don't mind race 8, number 13, Alicants from the Waterhouse stable. $5 win, $2 a place. Ran well last start over 2,000 metres, up to its ideal distance of 2,400 up to 2,600. We get 2,400 here. We'll be fitter and should be suited out to this distance. We'll settle on speed and relish to sting in the track. Hopefully settles in front of the favourite in running and is hard to catch. What's your thoughts?
We tick the tight boxes there. I've gone. I think it's a good little bet. That I think the 13. I've got it on top. I've got it on top. Again, I think there's a couple of good chances at odds. I like the 10, the 2, and I've thrown in a horse that I've been following, and we'll go in the end of it towards a black book. So I've got a couple of black bookers I want to share with you guys. But I've gone number 6 as it's a $61 chance. But in a race like this, I honestly think I'm not going to say it can win, but in that particular race, it's top 7. So I really think it can feature in that top probably 6 or 7, and you're getting $3.10 for top 7. So the punters out there that like their same race multi, I really, really like that. I've been following it, and I think, it's up a bit in weight, but it's not an overly hard race. And, it's 1-4. So I've just thrown it in there. So my numbers are 13, 10, 2, and 6.
Beautiful. Obviously, that roughie of yours come 5th in the Bendigo Cup too. So that's pretty strong form lines for a race like this.
Yeah.
Rightio. Race 9, the Doveton Stakes. This is my best bet of the weekend I'm going for here, and best value as well. I've got one good runner for the weekend. Race 9, number 9, Photograph. $14 a win, $3.80 a place. Has been running well in similar company, pretty much against the same kind of horses on good tracks. Flying late and missing the places by a whisker. Runs well on soft and heavy tracks, and is what we should be getting on Saturday. We've got like 10 or 20 mil, or 10 or 20 mil tonight, I think, and then 5 or 10 during the meeting tomorrow. So even if it's a soft 6 or worse, I think this horse will settle up midfield and just run over the top down the outside. We're getting $14. Just, too good to be true. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. Look, I had it in there. It's a funny race again. I don't know, Zara. That's the only thing.
Zara.
Sorry, mate. Well, I just said right. Zara's going to have a big day. And look, this thing's $11 too. It wasn't pushed in the trial. I've gone the top weight. And again, a very, very funny race. I've gone 1, 9, 5, and 6.
Yep.
So that's my sort of go. 1, 9, 5, and 6.
Might be a good top 4 same race multi with those two in it. That'd pay all right.
Well, I've gone for odds in a race like that. It's a lot of them coming back from spells. Yours is, fire and fit. But again, I've just gone for that Zara factor for Saturday. I just think he's got some really nice rides, and those that like taking jockey championships, I think he'll be short, but I think that he's got some pretty good rides where he should take out the jockey challenge for the day also with his rides that he's got. So,
cool. Right, we'll head off over to Rose Hill. We've only got one race here, Festival Stakes, race 8, number 2. I've gone with Waterford, $12 win for his place. A race I'm not overly keen on. Has a good record over this track and distance. Has to overcome the awkward draw, but if the track is playing fair and the horse The horse will be flying late. There's plenty of tempo in this race. So I'm hoping this thing can hopefully get in the 3 wide line and just fly home late. That's my roughie there, but not really keen on the race. What's your thoughts?
Come on, mate. Come on, mate. You haven't
I
gone
looked,
through the
I,
race.
I looked through the race for ages.
What's number 4? Come on.
Number 4 is accredited. Yeah, that's yours. Yeah. I tried, mate. I just
How
thought.
stiff? How stiff
I
were
know.
we?
I know. It should have won its last 2. It should have. It's going to be up on
Now,
speed. Then you've got Yorkshire Breeze. Yorkshire up on speed, and also what is it? Number 20 Magnets here should be leading them up, setting a genuine tempo as well. So I just thought there was too much speed. Pearson loves to go forward as well.
yeah.
My
only thing again with him, barrier.
Yeah, that's
He's got a horrible barrier.
Yeah.
I've got 20. Number 20 is one of my roughest, best bets of the day. Bad barrier for Rid also, but that's a really very mixed race because, as you know, this will happen, that'll happen, something will go on, and I could see a torment in that. So anything's possible in that race. I've gone 4, 10, 1, and 20. I've left you out completely. And in saying that, it was a very hard race, but I cannot not back my horse in this race, and I got $9.50, which I think is an absolute steal on its last run. But different kettle of fish in there. There's a lot of good horses in this, and you're right. Yours is probably going to be the one to beat, but
it's going to be further. It's going to be further back, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So punters out there, look at us. We've given you lots to choose in that one single race.
Yeah, I like your second selection too, Robusto. It's going to sit right behind the speed, isn't it? It'll get a good run.
Yeah.
That's a good chance as well. But it's one of those races.
It is, and that's why I've thrown them in there again for everyone out there that likes their same race multis. 7 or 8 in that top 8, top 7. They're worth throwing in and having a bit of fun with. To see how you guys go.
Yep, beautiful. All right, I'll head off to the Winterbottom Stakes, Ascot. I'm going with the big one. Race 9, number 2, Joker's Grin, getting $2.80. Not overly keen on the race. Looks as though Overpass will get its own way in front. Hoping Joker's Grin can settle close enough from midfield. We'll be flying late. If close enough at 200 metres, should be able to run over the top. What's your thoughts?
The same. Mate, I cannot not back Bjorn. Second run back, great form. He's won it twice. I just think he's just going to jump straight to the front. I think he's just going to be too good.
Yeah.
The local horse is great. I think it really will be probably out of those 2, the 1 and 2. And I've thrown the 4 and 5 as just a little bit of fun. Rope them in. I think if it can get, behind them and not too far away, it's got some really good stats on the track and can run. So, and that's $14. But on there, it's only a top 4 in that race that I got in there. So, but yeah, again, it's a very, very, very open race. But other than the 1 and the 2, I think they're clearly the class act of the race. With the possibilities of anything else coming on top. I can't see it. I just think that Bjorn gets him right, and the stats. If you follow him, guys, put him in the last race. It doesn't matter where the hell it is, up at Tabakna, he just seems to find them. You know what I mean? And also these races that he sets up for, I just think he's a very underrated trainer, and I absolutely love him. He's one of my favourite trainers in there, and I hope, and it's a beautiful horse. I hope it wins. But again, the local horse down there, you also want that for him too. But we'll see what happens on the day. But I've got it 1, 2, 4, 5.
Oh, beautiful. Now you've got a couple of black bookers. I've already shared my best bet of the weekend. So what have you got?
Yeah, look, I mean, we've all got black bookers out there. Everyone has a black booker and stuff. Not a black sun booker, right? A black booker. So let's get these right. I've got a couple of them. I've got Rose Hill Race 7, number 1, and Caulfield Race 10, number 1. I won't go into details and tell you all about them, but if you want to write them down, so that's Rose Hill, race 7, number 1, and Caulfield, race 10, number 1. I just think they're good value. Caulfield, I also like race 1, number 1. We won a fair bit of money on him, Jase, going back when he won his maiden, I think, for a long time ago. Yeah. He's a good horse. I just think he's going to be race fit. Don't think, he's going to win it, but at the silly odds that they've got him, he's race fit. I think he'll go all right. And I've got a really sneaky one on the Gold Coast. Now, this horse has never run on the Poly, and I haven't been able to get in touch with the trainer yet, but the field is very small. It really ran a good race at Doomben. I think it's going to be some odds, and there's only going to be 5 or 6 in the race. Race 4, number 8 on the Gold Coast. Have a look, see how it goes. It doesn't matter if it rains or anything. They're saying that it's going to rain here today. Well, I'm in Melbourne, but they're saying it's going to rain on the Gold Coast and Brisbane. So it won't affect it because it's on the Poly track. But, just for something a little bit extra for them. So write them down. The Black Bookers, Rose Hill, race 7, number 1. Caulfield, race 10, number 1. Caulfield, if you want to throw in race 1, number 1. And the Gold Coast, race 4, number 8.
Beautiful. I'll just go.
You'll have some fun. We'll have some fun with those.
Oh, definitely. I'll just give you the number for my best bet as well if you want to put in with Muzz's. That was race 9, number 9 at Caulfield Photograph.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm right, and I might throw it in.
I've seen they've opened. They've got the odds up open now for yours. For your race. You. Can you see me?
No. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. You can't.
Oh, that's all right. So long you can still see in here. I can't see you. I don't know where you've gone.
Let me have a look.
I don't know how these genial things work. Anyway, it's all right. We'll work it out.
Typhoon Tips opened at $5.50. The Gold Coast run. What is it? $5.50 on tab.
Okay. Well, considering it's only going to be 5 starters, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. There you go.
Happy with that. Beautiful.
All right. Well, we've done it all. So have a great, safe weekend, everybody. Jase, yourself, and hopefully we've got some winners in those numbers we've thrown, everybody, and see how we go with our black bookers and stuff. And we'll back into it again next week with hopefully lots of money in our pocket.
That's it. Remember, lads, jump on tonight. Watch us live at 7:26. Enter the comps. Jump in and use our Save 50 code in caps lock. You get 50% off. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, Muzz.
All the best, mate. Take care. Thanks again.
No worries, mate. See you later.
Bye.